Okay, we are starting with stage 2, creating an alternate layouts, and this is on page 460. As you have already seen throughout this book, there is almost always more than one way to accomplish a specific goal in InDesign. In the first stage of this project, we used XML to feed content into several existing templates. In the second stage, we're going to use another method to create versions appropriate for digital tablet display. When designing for mobile devices, one of the problems we face is the range of different hardware, most of which have different physical sizes, and even that difference is slight. There is no single consistent size or resolution from one device to another. It is also important to realize that new devices are being introduced all the time. And with each new phase of mobile communication evolution, we'll almost certainly introduce more variables into the picture. And boy, if that isn't the truth. Ideally, when you design for mobile devices, you would create separate files for each device to take the best advantage of the available screen capabilities. However, this would mean dozens of iterations for individual devices, which is not always possible given the deadline-driven nature of some publishing projects. Not only that, with so many devices out on the market today, you would forever be creating them only to have to turn around and recreate them because of so many different changes. So that's not even a realistic assessment anymore. In the old days, we would just design one for desktop, one for laptop, and boom, we were done. But it isn't that way anymore. In this stage, the project, you will create layouts at the appropriate sizes for a basic iPad. So today what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that we are creating for iPad only, and that's what we are going to be working on. So let's start with opening up the sports flyer INDD. So go File, Open, go to your desktop or wherever you got it, and open up sports flyer INDD. And then we're going to go up to File, New, and Document. I don't know why this is being testy today. And when you have the new document open, we are going to click at the top on Mobile. Okay, you're going to need to view all presets. And what you want to do is you want to choose just the one that says iPad. It's 1024 by 768. So choose that iPad. And then we're going to go over to the right. And in the right, we're going to put iPad-Sports. And orientation, we're going to make portrait. And primary text frame unchecked. Once I have all of those set up, I'm going to click to create. And then, of course, the first thing I need to do is a file, save as, and make sure I save it as iPadSports.indd. So go ahead and get it saved. Now, the second phase of this is using what's called the content collector. The content collector content placer toolset is a powerful option for sharing and linking content throughout a layout and across multiple layouts. In this exercise, we are going to use these tools to repurpose the flyer content into a size suitable for the iPad. So we're going to first go over and grab the content collector. It is the 5th tool down. And when I click on it, first of all, if you click the down arrow, you'll see content collector tool, content placer tool, and we will be using these. But what you want is the content collector tool. As soon as I did that, it opened up a content dialog box at the bottom. Now what we need to do is be on the sports flyer. So click on the sports flyer. You're going to probably want to make yours smaller. Mine is way too big at the moment. I'm going to close my paragraph styles box. I do not need it. Okay, and I'm going to make sure once again that I'm on the content collector tool, which I am, and I'm going to click the text frame with the web address to select it. So when I hover over, I see it kind of blue, so I will click it, and you'll see that in the box down below it put it in. And then I'm going to click the 3-column text frame to select it. So I'm going to go down here, and this is the 3-column one, and I will click it, and I will see that it has also been added down at the bottom. Then I'm going to go to the top portion of this, and I want to make sure that I catch. Okay, I need to close the root one over here. So let's see. Oh, I've got to go up to view to do that. So view, go down to structure, hide structure, so we don't have that because we don't need that right now. Okay, what I want to do is make sure I get this red area, I get the picture area, and I get this. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to start over on the left-hand side, come all the way across like so, and catch all 3. And you will see when it shows up down in the bottom box that there is a 3 by it, so I know I have caught all 3 of them. Then I'm going to switch back to the iPad Sports and press B to switch to the Content Placer tool. And I am going to check the Create Link button and Map Styles. I'm going to make sure both of those are checked in the box that I see all 3 of those in. And I'm going to make sure the first placement option is selected at the bottom of the content. So first placement option is okay, it is, I believe, the very first one right here. Right here. Place, remove from, and load next. Okay, so that is the first placement option, I believe. And then I'm going to press the right arrow key 2 times to navigate to the 3rd item. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Now, I want to be on this one. So let me try that. 1, 2. Okay, actually I only had to 2 times. Sorry about that. It said it right there. And with the Content Placer tool still active, I'm going to press a down arrow until and what that does is that changes what is showing. To display the set of items, and you can see the 3 items right here, and then I can do the up arrow to go back. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to the top left corner of the page and drag until the preview shows a new object filling the entire page width. So I'm going to first of all make mine small enough by Control minus because of the content thing there. So I need to make it smaller for the moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right up here in the top left-hand corner, and I'm going to drag all the way over to here. So I will start right here and drag like, oh, come on. So, and so that pretty much fills that portion of it with. Now I'm going to go, I have the I can blow it back up some now, and you'll see that on my cursor, the next one is the web address. So I'm going to start over here on the left-hand side and just drop it in. And this is one thing I noticed that happens, so do not worry about it yet. Let's just get everything placed first. And then the next thing that I need to do is do the bottom. So I'm going to make it smaller again. And I'm going to place the 3 items like so. And now I have all the content in there. And then it says deselect everything. Okay, but what I don't like is how they came in. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm just going to start making it smaller from the left and drag it over, because what seemed to expand was the left-hand side. So I want to make it fit by wiping out some of the blue until it fits entirely the way it's supposed to. Okay, and then I want to go down and do the same thing with this. So I'm going to pull like so and bring it all in, and then use my arrow key to move it down. Once I have everything in, let's do a Control S to save our work.